Lesson 77, Cases. Lisa, we've been gradually introducing our listeners to the idea of different grammatical concepts. We've been trying to slowly introduce them to direct objects, definite articles, different kinds of the present tense. And now it's time to take our readers into a new world of grammar and grammatical terms.
Right. But it's only really the terms that are changing. What's behind it, they already know.
You know, that's a good point. They already have been working with the actual concepts. They just didn't know the names of them yet. So we want to introduce you to a couple of new terms. The first term I want to introduce you to is the term case, okay? When we use a noun as the subject of a sentence or as the predicate nominative, we call that form of the noun, we call that the nominative case, okay? And so far in this book, we've made a big deal about direct objects and how when it's masculine, we get a change in the definite article and in ein words. So those articles and ein words and nouns even, when they are the direct object, that's also a case. We call that the accusative case. So these are different forms of definite articles, ein words, and nouns that fulfill different roles in a sentence. They play different roles in a sentence. The main way we have seen this reflected as far as changes in spelling is in the definite articles and in the ein words. In the future, we're going to see that some nouns actually will change spelling depending on what case they are. But that's not quite as common. The main way we see this in German, as far as changes in form, has to do with the article, that is the definite article, and the indefinite article and ein words.
Maybe I can rephrase this a little bit. The nominative with der, die, das, and die in plural, we would use this form for a subject in a sentence, so the person or the thing that is doing something. Whereas the accusative, den, die, das, and plural die, we would use for the person or thing that something is happening to, the object.
Exactly, what we've been calling the direct object. So in that respect, each case has a certain job to do, right? It has a certain role that it plays in a sentence.
Right.
And so we have 4 cases in German, and out of the 4 cases, our readers and listeners now know 2 of them, and from here to the end of the book, they will learn the other 2 cases and how to use them in sentences.